The importance of Crisis on Infinite Earths to the DC Universe. If you've ever wondered why there are so many versions of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash and other DC heroes, the answer often leads back to one legendary comic event, Crisis on Infinite Earths. Released in the mid-1980s, this groundbreaking story didn't just change a few characters, it completely transformed the DC Universe forever. It unified decades of stories, redefined iconic heroes, and established a new foundation that continues to influence comics, animated series, movies, television shows, and video games today. But before we start the video, I have something very important to tell you. Welcome to Universal Fandom, the perfect channel for those passionate about the nerd, pop, and geek universe. If you love diving into superhero stories, exploring the incredible worlds of manga and anime, embarking on epic gaming adventures, and following the series and films that define generations, then you're in the right place. At Universal Fandom, we bring dynamic and diverse content for all tastes, from the latest news on the most epic comic books to the hottest animes, to those intriguing theories about movies and series that you can't stop thinking about, not to mention the fascinating facts that will surprise you and the debates that will leave any fan excited. Our goal is to create a community where all fans can come together to share their passions, learn more, and, of course, have fun. We want each video to be an exciting and engaging journey, full of information and unique moments from the geek world. And the best part, there's a place for everyone here. In this video, we'll explore why Crisis on Infinite Earths is considered one of the most important comic book events ever created and why every DC fan should know its incredible legacy. Let's jump into the multiverse. Chapter 1. What was Crisis on Infinite Earths? Before Crisis on Infinite Earths, DC Comics had a complicated continuity. Over decades of publishing, multiple versions of the same heroes existed across countless parallel Earths. There were different Supermen, different Batman, different Wonder Women, different Flashes and many alternate realities. While this concept fascinated longtime readers, it also made the universe confusing for newcomers. Crisis on Infinite Earths was created to solve that problem. The story introduced a cosmic threat powerful enough to end every universe in existence. Heroes and villains from countless Earths were forced to unite to stop total annihilation. For the first time, readers witnessed nearly the entire DC multiverse fighting for survival in one epic storyline. Chapter 2. The Birth of the Anti-Monitor. Every great story needs an unforgettable villain. Crisis on Infinite Earths introduced one of DC's most terrifying enemies, the Anti-Monitor. Unlike villains seeking wealth or political power, the Anti-Monitor wanted complete destruction. Entire universes disappeared under waves of antimatter. Worlds that readers had followed for decades vanished forever. The sheer scale of the threat was unlike anything comics had attempted before. For many readers, this was the moment superhero stories proved they could tell truly epic, universe-spanning adventures. Chapter 3. A new beginning for the DC Universe. Perhaps the greatest achievement of Crisis on Infinite Earths was simplifying DC's continuity. When the story ended, many parallel Earths had merged into a single primary universe. This allowed writers to modernize famous heroes without constantly explaining decades of conflicting history. Characters such as Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and The Flash received refreshed origins that welcomed a new generation of readers. The event wasn't about erasing the past, it was about creating a stronger future for the DC Universe. Chapter 4. Legendary moments that changed comics forever. One reason fans still celebrate Crisis on Infinite Earths is because of its unforgettable emotional moments. The event demonstrated that no character was completely safe. Heroes made incredible sacrifices to save reality itself. These moments showed that courage isn't measured by power alone, it's measured by the willingness to protect others, even at great personal cost. Without revealing every surprise for new readers, it's fair to say that several events from Crisis remain among the most emotional moments in comic book history. Its lasting impact can still be felt in modern DC stories. Chapter 5. The Legacy of the Multiverse. Ironically, while Crisis simplified DC continuity, it also made the idea of the multiverse more popular than ever. Future stories expanded the concept again, introducing new alternate realities, timelines, and parallel worlds. Major comic events such as Infinite Crisis, Final Crisis, Flashpoint, Dark Knights, Metal, and Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths all build upon ideas first explored in Crisis on Infinite Earths. Even today, the DC Multiverse remains one of the publisher's greatest storytelling strengths. Chapter 6 Crisis Beyond the Comics. The influence of Crisis on Infinite Earths extends far beyond comic books. Animated movies, television series, and live-action productions have adapted or referenced this legendary event. The Arrowverse crossover titled Crisis on Infinite Earths brought together heroes from multiple television series and even celebrated decades of DC history by featuring characters and versions from different eras. Animated adaptations have also introduced new audiences to this monumental storyline. This demonstrates how timeless the story has become. Nearly 40 years after its original publication, it continues inspiring new generations of fans. Chapter 7 Why Every DC Fan Should Experience Crisis on Infinite Earths. Whether you're a lifelong comic reader or someone just discovering DC, Crisis on Infinite Earths is an essential part of superhero history. It teaches that even the greatest heroes must work together when facing impossible odds. It reminds us that sacrifice, hope, courage, and unity are stronger than fear and destruction. Most importantly, it shaped nearly every major DC story that followed. Understanding Crisis on Infinite Earths helps you appreciate the origins of today's multiverse, modern character histories, and many of the biggest crossover events ever published. It's more than a comic. It's one of the foundations of the modern DC universe. Crisis on Infinite Earths wasn't simply another crossover. It changed comic book storytelling forever. It united heroes from countless worlds, redefined decades of continuity, introduced unforgettable cosmic conflicts, and created a blueprint that continues influencing DC stories today. Its themes of hope, teamwork, sacrifice, and perseverance remind us why superheroes continue inspiring millions of fans around the world. If you're a DC fan and haven't experienced this legendary event yet, it's absolutely worth adding to your reading list. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of DC Comics' greatest stories, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Universal Fandom, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next exploration into comics, movies, games, science fiction, fantasy, superheroes, and everything that makes fandom extraordinary. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and remember, across every universe, every timeline, and every reality, there's always another amazing story waiting to be discovered.